You recently downgraded Nintendo to neutral back in February. Do you stick to that call given the latest results?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me today. Yeah, I actually downgraded Nintendo to neutral in February. And why I downgraded is Nintendo Switch down cycle coming deeper and quicker compared to my previous expectation. And I still have a neutral rating for Nintendo because what you mentioned, we have to see some down cycle for hardware sales and software sales of Nintendo Switch in this fiscal year as well. And we don't have official news flow about potential new console launching so far. So I believe we have to see more down cycle going forward.
How much support will new games like the sequel to The Legend of Zelda provide?
Yeah, I think investors have an expectation that Zelda can be shipped around 20 million to 30 million unit sales. But the point is the company guides 180 million unit sales for this fiscal year. And it implies that their sales is really supported by existing old title because Nintendo Switch is a well-expanded platform. So they have to increase or they have to, stimulate engagement for users on Nintendo Switch, and also they have to improve user engagement to buy both of a new title and old title. So I believe Zelda will contribute to software sales, but the point is Nintendo Switch is already well penetrated, and their target is still, challenging level.
How much did the Super Mario movie actually help mitigate the profit drag?
Yeah, so actually Mario movie so far, box office is around or over 150 billion yen globally basis. And I assume Nintendo already factored into 30 to 40 billion yen OP contribution to their guidance. So it's accounted for around 10% of total OP they guided yesterday. So I think it's a meaningful support. And I believe this movie is good for short term, but also good for long-term perspective because Mario movie can expand IP population of Nintendo, and this will be positive for long-term potential console game population expanding.
So other than a potential, yet to be confirmed Pro model for the Switch and further kind of catalyst to the upside there, where do you see support coming from? There have been some more game approvals for the Chinese market.
Yeah, for China, they have a lot of, individual regulation, and actually Nintendo already got some titles approval and they have a partnership with Tencent. But I do not expect Nintendo will enter to China market strongly going forward because firstly, China market is still unique. They have a meaningful exposure to mobile and PC rather than console. And secondly, we have to do a lot of localization for China market. So I believe Nintendo's China is not the first priority for Nintendo.
So, Minami, of course, we have to look at results from Bandai Namco as well. What are some of your best bets when it comes to the gaming sector across Asia?
Yeah, so for December quarter earnings, we saw weaker than expected software sales, especially in the States, because of reopening, inflation, and so on. But for March quarter, so far, I don't see weaker than expected software sales so much. So today, we have Capcom, Bandai Namco reports it, but I don't have much concern about it for the result. And also, Japanese companies have a tendency that they guide their guidance so conservatively at initial, like April or May. But I think it's a great timing to revisit the Japanese game company's name because weaker than expected conservative guidance is kind of all the bad news is out. And I pretty like Bandai Namco's diversified entertainment portfolio. They have a toy business, game business, and amusement business, and they can, promote IP as integrated diversified portfolio. So Bandai Namco is one of my most favorite stock.